we're here talking as part of a series to some of CTU's board members, and I'm here today with Berry Casey. So Berry, tell us, what are we doing here? How did you get into Camden Town? Tell us a bit about your story.
Okay, back in 2004 we established Haché Burger Connoisseurs.
Some of the best burgers in London, by the way.
And back then we personally lived in the area all of our working lives, so I guess to some extent it was inevitable that the first Haché should be born in Camden.
What was the experience of being in Camden like back in those days for people who don't know?
Well, Camden used to be described as edgy. Now, the edgy covered quite a spectrum of observations in that there were social issues. Drug dealing was rife in the street, crime was a problem, and so when we first came here, it was slightly scary.
And is that what brought you into the bid? Because you were a founder member of the bid, weren't you?
Yes, yes. Well, I was invited to join the bid, and I thought, well, having worked with Camden Council on the improvement of Inverness Street itself, I thought it would be quite good to get involved and see what was happening with CTU. So when I joined, I must say I was quite taken aback, by the number of big hitters in the business community. Secondly, of course, by their absolute commitment, giving their time freely to really engage with the issues that Camden was facing.
And how are we doing? How does it feel now compared to what it was then, both as your business, but also the town centre as a whole?
Yeah. Well, I think that it has to be said, over 9 years, I think CTU has made a significant difference. I mean, markedly, when I look back in the very early days, a big surprise to me was the difficulties in engaging with the council. There was a lack of mutual trust, and getting a cooperation, a level of cooperation, was very tricky at the time. That has almost been totally transformed. I think that the council now has recognised the value, the contribution that entrepreneurs, that businesses can make, not only in getting new enterprises going, income for the borough itself, but also creating jobs for young people in the borough. And I think that they've really recognised that and addressing and engaging with the business.
And in terms of just for your business, is your business bigger, more profitable? Is it generally over that period as well?
Yes. I think obviously there's an element here of being established for that amount of time, but in the early days it was a palpable relief to be able to have people walk up the street without being accosted and get to the restaurant freely, basically. So building on that, it's been a very nice experience. It's just gone, thankfully, it's gone from strength to strength.
So would you recommend other people to join the board of their local business improvement district?
Yes, if they feel they can contribute, but I certainly think that it's been a great asset for the business community, and to be honest, for the community at large. Because if you're cutting down these problems, then it's a much nicer place to live.
That's really helpful, Barry.
Okay.
Thank you for taking the time. Come and eat at Haché.
Mon plaisir.